Jessica Frost-Ballas here with the next installment of the Interactive Cards by Jess series for Simon Says Stamp. Several months ago, I shared a do-it-yourself wiper card, but in the last few months, a few stamping companies have released interactive wiper dies. I wanted to show you how easy it is to use these fabulously designed dies to create wiper cards without any need for measurements or scoreboards. So let's get started. First, I stamped the cute rays and party hats from Avery Elle's Celebration with intense black ink. Then I colored them with Copic markers before die cutting them with the coordinating dies. Next, I blended my background panels. On the first panel, I blended Peacock Feathers, Mermaid Lagoon, and Blueprint Sketch Distress Oxide ink to create my front wave panel. On the second panel, I die cut the stitched waves from masking paper and adhered the mask over the top of the panel. Then I blended Chip Sapphire, Blueprint Sketch, and Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide ink over the bottom of the panel. This part of the card won't really be visible, but I like to give it that finished look anyway. Then I removed the mask from the top of the panel and placed the other mask over the bottom of the panel. Then I blended Squeezed Lemonade, Abandoned Coral, and Festive Berries Distress Oxide ink to create a cheerful sky. I dried both panels and then replaced the mask over the sky. I placed both panels in my splatter box and spritzed them with Avery Elle shimmer spray. I blotted off the excess and then splattered the panels with water and white gouache. Once the panels were dry, I die cut them with the main wiper panel die. I also die cut the blue panel with the wave die. Then I scored the blue panel by first folding the centermost score line backwards so that the white part of each panel was inside the fold. Then I folded and scored the other line the opposite direction. I did the opposite with the sky panel, and then lined up the panels to make sure they were correct. Next, I adhered the right side of the sky panel to the right side of the blue panel with ATG adhesive. Then I die cut the longest straight wiper tab die from the Mama Elephant Wiper Surprise die set from the leftover part of my blue panel. There are several tab options to give you lots of varieties with this set. The little die also has an elephant embossed on the tab when you die cut it, and it's designed to help you orient the die in the correct direction. First, I fold the tab on the score lines. Then I make sure my elephant is oriented correctly up and down and adhere him to the blue panel. I like to test my wipers first, so I use a dot runner to carefully adhere the wiper to the panel. Then I add one of my large rays with the same runner and make sure that he's not sticking up oddly from the top or bottom of the card base. I also trim off any overhang from the tab that shows behind the ray. Once I'm happy with the way it looks, I adhere the tab and ray with ATG adhesive. Then I adhere the left side of the blue panel to the left side of the sky panel with ATG adhesive. Then I add my other rays and their cute little party hats. I won't tell you how long it took me to decide where a ray would wear a party hat. And as you can see, I also really enjoyed playing with this card. Next, I stamp the sentiments onto black cardstock with Versamark and heat emboss them with white embossing powder before trimming them down with the sentiment label dies. Then I adhered them to the card. I added a few accents with a white gel pen and then added crystal glaze and a little chunky and Prisma glitter to the party hats. Finally, I decided to make my jumping ray even more celebratory and stamp the rays from Honeybee Stamps Rainbow Wishes onto heat-resistant acetate and heat emboss them with silver glitter embossing powder. I die cut them with a coordinating die and adhered it behind my flying ray. And that's it. I hope this gives you a new idea for creating wiper cards and shows you how easy they are to create with these dies. So if you haven't tried them yet, now there's no excuse. Thanks for joining me, have a fabulous day, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye!